By you letting go of your ego, people who try to trigger you will notice there's nothing to react to. In fact, it's like a psychologist. A psychologist with a strong ego is not a good psychologist. They make other people defensive. So that's all it comes down to: lowering your defenses. Stop trying to defend yourself. You're not at risk. You're not in danger. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not be liked. You don't have to make everyone like you. Observe that desire to be liked. Observe through meditation that desire to be approved. And the way you do that is through, when you get rejected, to just breathe and meditate and keep noticing the breath. Don't let the emotion become a thought. When you walk around people, when you talk to people, notice the breath. It's hard, right? So that's why you want to have a meditation practice, a consistent meditation practice. You know, if you want to develop a meditation practice, this is what I do. I have a stopwatch, right? This is how much I meditated today. When I meditate, I don't put 20 minutes. When I meditate, this is what I do. I just let the time go. Oh shit. What the fuck? Sorry, people. This is what I do, right? Oh shit, people. Father, okay, this is what I do, right? I just have this and I meditate for as long as I could. I don't try to say I'm gonna meditate for 20 minutes. I don't do none of that kind of stuff. I just sit down and say that, let's just meditate for as long as you can. What happened is that when I started doing that, I doubled my meditation time. Because the hard part about meditation is saying, how long do I have left? Eliminate that. Just get a stopwatch and just let the time go. And just say, I'm gonna meditate for as long as I could. You're gonna notice you'll notice that you can actually meditate for a longer period of time. You gotta understand, deadlines create anxiety. Just put no deadlines. Just sit down for as long as you can, and you will notice that you can meditate more. But then do the same thing, but now put 5 minutes to meditate for 5 minutes, and you'll notice that it's harder. It's one of the weirdest thing ever. It really is. I just gave you guys a little hack. Purchase my meditation course. I'm going to talk about that. So the whole point of all of this: lower your defenses through meditation, through becoming more present, and lowering your ego. By you lowering your ego, other people can't react to your ego. And as a result, people cannot have that role play, right? Because you have to understand, egos are not real people. Egos essentially are fake personalities that people put on whenever they feel threatened. And the ego always feels threatened because it knows it's not real. So anytime somebody challenges it, anytime they meet somebody who could threaten their sense of self, anytime somebody meets someone who threatens their political belief systems, anytime somebody meets someone who triggers a projection from the past, and you don't know what kind of projections you're triggering in people, because you may not even be aware of your ego. They react to you because you're threatening them. And it's only and they only get defensive because of your ego, people. And they only stay defensive because of your ego. Well, what happened is that through intense meditation and through learning how to be present in the moment, when you meet people, you'll notice that, yeah, they'll be defensive for the first few minutes, but the more they talk to you, what will happen is that your calm state will transfer over to them. If you're relaxed, they'll be relaxed. It's that simple. If they are intense and angry, what will happen is that they'll either talk to you more or get more relaxed. It's one of the two. And so, because you gotta understand, states are contagious. If you're happy, if you're anxious, you make other people anxious. Just like your dog, right? An anxious dog, a lot of times, is a reflection of an anxious owner. So by learning to be more relaxed, learning to be more at ease, learning to not have any defensive positions in life that you thoroughly hold on to because you think, I have to be right, The less you have of that, the less defensive people become around you. Just that simple. And if you notice people are defensive around you, it's because you're just defensive and you don't even know it. So you want to explore. Sometimes you gotta understand. There's sometimes some people who just cannot feel certain emotions. They're not aware they're feeling defensive because you're used to it. So through constant meditation, you learn to feel what's inside of you, and the more you meditate, the more you dig up. Right? The more you meditate, it's like digging. The more you dig, and the more shit that you find. And what you'll find is that you feel certain emotions that you're not even aware of. And then once you feel those emotions, what do? You don't let those emotions become thought, because the thought is pretty much what makes it more emotional. You just feel. Imagine you feeling emotions without thought. What they become is just abstract emotions. And then all you do is just relax it away. You're just relaxing away those emotions, those abstract emotions. But they offended me. Shh. And replace thought with noticing the breath. And then you notice those emotions go up and down, move around, and just feel. Keep feeling. But he did that. Shh. And over time, like I said, you're exposing yourself. It's like exposure therapy. The more you feel it, the less you feel it. No, better yet, the more you feel it, the more at peace you feel. And it'll come to a point where you don't feel that reaction anymore. And so the ego will not have an emotional reaction to become life. Understand, like imagine the ego being the soul and the emotional reaction being the body. It's not going to have a body to possess, because the emotions lead to action, right? Motion. Your emotions lead to action. Like that's what emotions are. Like they're just meant for you to act. So the ego uses the emotion as your body, as its body, and then uses you to impersonate you, and it makes you think that's who you are. When that's for a whole nother day, man. Like this is just a very deep topic, people. A very deep topic that I'm gonna talk about another time. Okay. Anyways, I hope this video made sense, people, because this is one of those topics that a lot of you people are hurt, even myself, right? And the more hurt you are, the more you're gonna attract people who are gonna hurt you, because you're gonna activate their aggressiveness, right? Some people have an ego of a victim. So what the fuck do you think they're gonna attract? Predators, egos who have egoic predators, right? And a lot of times your victimhood came because you encountered an egoic predator. And so then your victimhood ego creates predators, even in people who are not predators, right? Not catch a predator, but like, people who are aggressive, people who are looking for weak people, looking for people who are submissive. And that's why I say people, when you have submission under condition, that means you are submissive without ego, right? If you're a woman, right, you have submission without ego. This is not a submission because of a reaction to trauma and this is how you find comfort. No, this is a submission because you are conscious of it. You're not reacting to a trauma in your life. There is no emotional inferiority in that submission. There is no unconscious submission here. This is a pure conscious submission that comes with a rational set of standards. When you do that, you're not going to attract predators because they're not going to stand you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation. without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.